Hi everyone, so today we are going to start a video series on the law of motion. Make sure to follow our page and watch the full series to understand it completely. So let's get started. Law of motion, Newton's three law of motion. In the past, before the Newton, the scientists believed that only one natural state of any object. For example, consider this ball at the rest. Scientists believe that this is the natural state of the ball. Secondly, consider this car. The rest, scientists believe that this is the natural state of the car. On the other hand, scientists believe that objects stay in the motion only if they are pushed or pulled. But eventually, the moving body would come to rest, which is a natural state of any object. Let me repeat it. Scientists believe that objects stay in motion only if they are pushed or pulled, but eventually the moving body would come to rest, which is a natural state of any object. In conclusion, they thought that everything in the universe is in the natural state of rest, or everything moving object in the universe would eventually come to its natural state of rest. This concept of natural state of rest was totally wrong and it was rejected later. Newton came and presented three law of motion. Now, what is the first law of motion? Well, we can easily understand Newton's first law of motion if we divide it into two parts. Firstly, Newton stated that every object has two natural states. Either it will remain in a state of rest or it will remain in a state of uniform motion. Note it down that in uniform motion, the net external force on object is always zero, or we say that F is equal to 0. Now consider this ball at the rest. According to Newton, this state of rest is the natural state of the ball. Secondly, consider this car. This car is moving in the straight line with uniform speed. According to Newton, this uniform speed or uniform motion of the car is also natural state. Secondly, Newton stated that if you want to change natural state of any object, you need external force or unbalanced force. For example, consider this ball at the rest. When you kick the ball, you exert external force on this ball. As a result of this change, the state of rest and the ball starts the moving after covering this distance. The ball will stop here. Let me ask you, what is stopping the ball? Well, the answer is simple. The friction force of the ground stopping the ball. If we eliminate the friction force of the ground, the ball will continue its state of motion forever. Secondly, consider this moving car. When you suddenly apply brake, you exert force on the car and you change the uniform motion of the car. As a result of this, car stops. Therefore, Newton states that a body in the rest uniform motion will remain in its natural state unless acted upon by an external force. Remember that if body is in a natural state, the net force on the body is always equal to 0. Some very talented people and very famous book writer write F is equal to 0. Personally, I do not like this always write net force is equal to 0. Secondly, we can also say that if a net force on a body is 0, a body will remain into natural state of rest of uniform motion. Thus, note it down the important point about the Newton's first law of motion.